going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing well. Great start to the week. Last night, Members Only Monday. If you haven't seen it and you're a member, go check it out. It was fun. Anyways, got a good one. I actually got two good ones. And Eric Martin is back. He's back in front of Judge Slaven. Last time he was here, he walked out of court before his case was called. He did show up in person, and he walked out before his case was called. He got a bench warrant. He is back today. He's supposed to be in person. He's not in person. And just a little spoiler alert, his audio sucks. It really does. And Judge Slaven tries his best to use his words, court appropriate. Let's just say that. I can just see the look on his face. He wanted to say, your audio sucks, man. But he didn't. He was polite. Anyways, that is not even the best part of today's video. In between the Eric Martin clips, we have a pro se who he's big mad. He is big mad. All right. I'm not going to spoil it anymore. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick back flips. Let's go.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
People versus Eric Martin. Mr. Martin, you're back for a settlement conference on this misdemeanor matter. First thing I want to ask you, sir, is I have a court-appointed attorney available. If you would like a court-appointed attorney, I'm just double-checking again because you do have a constitutional right to a court-appointed attorney. Would you like a court-appointed attorney?
No.
I'm sorry?
No, we're not accepting no court-appointed attorney.
You do not want a court-appointed attorney? You're breaking up on your end, so that's why I continue asking. So if you could also indicate with your head, like in a yes or no fashion, do you want? You're indicating no. Okay, let the record.
Ardo, I don't know who that is. I honestly don't. I've seen a lot of judges. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of judges. I don't know who that is. Do you mind sending me a link to his court channel in my Discord or just PM me it? I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Reflect that. All right, so I see that today is the date and time set for the jury trial, which says clearly in person. Matter of fact, it's even color coded. The notice that was.
Okay, I got to fast forward a little bit, just because he shows up. Judge Slaven's about to show the documents and show that they're color coded. That you have to be there in person, and there's a lot of numbers on there. I don't know what's on it. It's kind of blurry, but I know someone's gonna fast forward. Or yep, see. All right, someone's gonna look at that and be like, I can get all this information. Anyways. The only number that I saw was the court's address, and it's the courthouse, so that's public knowledge, anyways. But just to be safe, we're gonna fast forward through the Judge Slaven trying to, potentially dox someone. I don't think he was. I think he was just saying, "Hey, look, it's highlighted in pink. It says show up in person. You didn't.
You're supposed to be here in the courtroom."
Oh, I have.
Not on
Like
Zoom.
I said,
Not on Zoom.
I'll show you
So-
that here. Did you hear me?
All right, so if you'd like, I have the prosecutor, Mr. Greco. The two of you would like to speak in a breakout room for any possible resolution. I got no problem with that, but if not, I'm going to have to adjourn this matter. I'm telling you right now, the next date that you're coming is you're going to be coming in person for the trial here at the court at 23365 Goddard Road, Taylor, Michigan, 48180. All right? So would you like to speak with Mr. Greco for any potential just settlement negotiation?
I don't have no problem talking with him. Yes.
Sure. All right.
Let me get it clear from you.
You
You
do?
said I didn't get that date.
Your audio is of poor quality, sir, and it's very hard to hear you. So you're asking me for the address?
AKA, hey, this is what I wanted to say. Your audio is shit, man. Do better. Do better. My audio sucked for a long time, and I figured it out. Figure it out, man. Figure it out. You're going to show up on Zoom when you're supposed to be in person. Figure out your audio, dude. It's not looking good for you.
Asking me for the address?
No, I know you guys. I live in Taylor. I'm alive. Not within the corporation.
Let the record reflect that I literally can't understand anything he's saying. Can anybody else say
I
what
believe
he's
you
saying?
said that he lives in Taylor all his life.
You live in Taylor all your life, and you know where the court is?
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, much better. Much better. Yes.
Yeah,
And now it's going in and out. Now it's going in and out. So, all right. So hopefully Mr. Greco can hear you better. I'm going to put the two of you into a breakout room. Next time you're going to be coming, if there is no resolution today, and I'm not saying that to say that you must come to some resolution today, but if there is no resolution today, this is going to be set for the jury trial that you requested, and that is here in person at the courthouse. So the next time you come in for this case, it's going to be here at the courthouse. Here's a breakout room prosecutor 1, and I'll put you and Mr. Greco in there.
But I want to make it clear. But I want to ask you though.
Hang on, go ahead and talk to the prosecutor first.
All right. So while Eric Martin's in this breakout room with the prosecutor, there is a really good case that happens out of nowhere. I got well, you know, I'm not going to say that. How about I'll say this. Big shout out to Judge Slaven. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. He wasn't feeling well over the last couple days, and yeah. So today's his first day back at work in a while, and he gets stuck with Eric Martin and this next guy. Anyways, hope you're feeling better, buddy. Let's go. This guy. Oh, also, you're going to see me skipping around a little bit. I didn't do the best job editing this. I was watching it and looking for Eric Martin when I realized, like, oh, this case is even better than Eric Martin. Let's go.
People versus Willard Turner. Mr. Fanto, good morning.
Morning, Judge.
Mr. Turner, good morning.
Judge, with Mr. Turner's permission, I'm requesting permission to withdraw from the case. I have spoken with Teresa Patton, the regional MIDC counsel. She's indicated that she will appoint an attorney not part of our group here. And Mr. Turner's given me permission to provide her with his phone number and email so that that attorney can reach out to me.
Okay.
So I'd ask this matter maybe be set out 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That way they can facilitate, or if you prefer 1 week.
The quickest is.
So 1 week, Judge.
Sure.
1 week, Judge. And I will, as soon as we're done here, I will send a note to Ms. Patton.
So we'll set all the matters for the 9th. And this is a pre-trial and settlement conference.
Yes, sir.
Is this with the jury or is this with
No,
not the
this-
jury?
No, this is a pre-trial and settlement conference.
Why can't I have it today?
Excuse me. So the your court-appointed attorney that you're looking for.
I can represent myself.
Do you
They
want to
forced my signature in the first place. And then he has the nerve to sit there and try to
Sir,
represent me
first
and
off,
do
sir,
the worst
hang
thing
on,
possible.
hang on a second, because you have a right to remain silent. I don't want you to accidentally say something.
I'm not. I know what I'm saying.
Okay, well, I'm just.
And I have proof of it.
Sir, I'm just asking that you not cut me off. I just want to make sure that you understand your rights, because a lot of people don't. I just want to make sure. I always make sure that people do. So.
They violated my rights when they took and detained
Okay,
me.
well, first off,
So I don't even know why I'm here.
do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you not want a court-appointed attorney? That's all I'm asking.
Why is it that you guys are continuously inconveniencing me? First, the
Nobody's
lawyer that y'all signed to me, I didn't even sign my signature. I didn't sign my signature for a court attorney. And then you gave me a lawyer because you gave me the opportunity to talk, and then you're trying to interrupt what I'm saying. This is part of my experience. Y'all violated my civil rights from the jump. And then you're still inconveniencing me, and then you want to talk over me like I don't have the right to defend myself. This is me representing myself. You want to stop me from defending myself?
I didn't stop you from anything. I just asked a question, yes or no. Do you want a court-appointed attorney? And so
I had one, but obviously you guys keeping inconveniencing me because she didn't show up. There was another female that was assigned to my case. They sent me down for documentation. First, it was another lawyer. And then I asked what was going on with the
in this matter, there was not. I have 2 house counsel, both of them are male.
He was supposed to be a lawyer. And then they replaced him with female because I didn't like his representation. He was giving me the important deal possible.
Mr. Turner.
What evidence I provided a USB drive showing that when the police arrived, I was not causing disturbance. The bank also has camera footage of the whole incident showing that I did not cause a disturbance, but that's what she told the police. That's hearsay. And you illegally detain me when I have no felonies and no misdemeanors. And then you take away a day of my life. I don't get my random rights written to me. They sexually assaulted me. They made me wear a gown, a suicide gown with no clothes on, and a freezing jail.
Oh, pseudo. I'm glad that you're here. I need a favor. From you. I'm gonna message you now on Discord. Just a heads up. And also, hey Jay, hey buddy, hope you're doing well. All right, that's all I got right now. Yeah, this guy's awesome, right? That's awesome. Just like, it's my first day back, man. I haven't worked in a week. Like, can we just have an easy day? Why? All right, here we go.
For a whole night when I committed no crime. And the best thing you can give me after you steal my car because it wasn't on the bank's property at all. It was actually at the bar. I had my car started because I live out of my vehicle, but I wasn't driving. I actually had my car parked. And I explained that to the officer when they came and detained me after I was standing outside. The young lady who was assigned to my case, because I was wondering, like, why did they cut my car and why can't I buy gas? Because I'm out here without a place to stay. I even have documentation that I sent to this lawyer who was supposed to represent me today. But I asked him to, recluse because it's like, dude, you're not giving me the best deal. They stole my vehicle and then they stole a day of my life when I committed no crime. And if they were good cops, they would have did due diligence and watched the camera footage to show whether or not she was saying was truthful or not. But they didn't go off of that. They violated my rights and detained me, then took the vehicle that I was staying out of. I already had dealt with harassment before because I reported to them about human trafficking in the park that I stayed at. I was staying in Heritage Park. I was saying, hey, there's human trafficking going on. I know because this guy, blah, blah, blah. They ignored that until someone else filed a complaint. And then they took my car away the first time. That's the reason why I ended up at the bank, because I filed a dispute with the hotel I had to stay at because they took my belongings out of my car without a warrant, without probable cause. Took my car the first time, which I have receipts. Then I got my car back because that was the only place for me to stay. After I got my car back, I called Chase Bank like, hey, why am I being charged for this hotel stay when they violated my rights? They left my bedroom door when I was asleep. I said no disturbances. They had no banner for me to put outside my door. They just opened my hotel door and left me vulnerable. So I went to the bank to ask why they stopped my car because I couldn't buy any gas or any food.
Mr. Turner, you're talking about a lot of facts of the case, which is what the trial is for. But everybody's under.
But we were supposed to have a pre-trial today. But you're trying to stop it because I don't want him representing me like I can't defend myself.
I didn't say you couldn't. I just asked, would you like?
He asked for an extension another week. But why?
Because you don't want him.
You don't want him as your attorney. I had an attorney, but I mean, the deal that you're giving me is not good.
Listen, I need yes or no answers to the following questions.
I can represent myself.
You want to represent yourself?
Yes.
You're saying. You understand the job of representing yourself. You understand that?
Yes, because I provided evidence of my situation, my hardship. I have it in my bag downstairs.
Okay.
I have tons of proof. I have visual, audio, video.
That's
corroborating my
great
story.
for trial. That's great for trial for not right now, because I don't want you said some facts about the case, and you don't have to say anything about the case. And nobody's here under oath. Nobody's here in the trial situation.
I know, because I feel like why do I even have to be here when they illegally took my car and they put me in a situation that forced me to come before you?
Again, you're arguing a point that isn't the time for that argument right now. So,
this is
do you understand? Do you understand the law and the charges?
Obviously,
do you understand?
Yes,
okay.
I want to defend myself.
Because what I would do is, if you didn't, I would have him still stay on as just a second chair. It's like if you had a legal question about something. Would you like him to stay on your case?
I want nothing to do with this man.
Okay, so just making sure, because
I already cleared it.
You do not have.
I represent myself, and you just keep undermining me. I don't want
undermining
nothing to do with
anything. I
this.
haven't.
The deal
Sir,
you presented
listen,
was
listen, I'm
disgusting.
telling you what now.
And he think it's
If
funny.
you make one more allegation of me undermining you, I'm just asking you questions. That's all I'm doing. I just wanted to make sure, because do you have a Juris Doctorate? Did you graduate from a law school anyway?
I don't need to. If I study
Okay,
enough
no,
law,
I
don't have
trust
to have
me,
a degree
I don't
to
I'm not
justify my answer.
Sir, I'm not disagreeing.
You're trying to insult me. You're trying to say because I don't have credentials, that means that I'm not able to defend myself.
Not at all.
That's
Not
yes,
at
it is
all.
a subliminal insult. It's
Not
pretty
at
petty
all.
as well.
Absolutely not at all. I grew up going to the library every day and reading free books about all kinds of stuff. I know a whole bunch of stuff that I don't even need a degree for.
Right. So
I agree with you.
Or
I agree.
Topic of discussion. Why did you bring that up
because
about why you asked me if I have those credentials?
All right. So this guy's mad, right? Judge Slaven just made a great point right there. He's like, I'm not insulting you. I'm asking you if you have a law degree, because you're saying you want to represent yourself. I'm going to give you the same rigmarole, the same questions I give anyone that says they want to represent themselves. He gives the same ones to Eric Martin. This is his, I don't know, 4th or 5th time seeing Eric Martin. Still ask him every single time, do you still want to represent yourself? Still does it. And the very first time that he saw Eric Martin, he gave him the same thing. Do you have a law degree? I don't think it's a good idea. I'm not going to give you law advice. You can do whatever you want. You have the right to represent yourself. That is your right. That's all he's trying to say to this guy. This guy is angry, and you can tell he's angry. Yeah, that's all that's going on here. And the guy took it as an insult. And, you know, if you're angry and someone says you don't have a degree, you can't do this, that's how he took it. That's not how Judge Slaven said it, though. So I understand where that could be upsetting. But if you just stop for a second and listened, you would understand that that wasn't an insult. All he's saying is, are you sure you want to do this? That's it. Oh, it gets better. It gets better. And there's part 2 and part 3 of this.
Because I want to know if you wanted someone to as a backup behind you that you could ask questions.
Definitely not this guy. That's why I told him to recuse
Okay,
because
so
he wasn't trying to
you
help.
said definitely not this guy. You
Absolutely.
like somebody else.
That's
You
more of
can-
my time. That's what you don't understand.
And I'm just-
they're taxing me every day to my cars and
stop
every
arguing.
They're raising the price, bro.
You're
So
arguing.
it's like, okay, if I get out of here and you say, okay, I'm dropping all the tickets, right? I still have to pay $1,000.
So you'd like to talk with the prosecutor
plus
today?
for my car
You'd
back.
like to talk to the prosecutor today? That's what a pretrial is about. It's a pretrial / settlement conference where you get to talk with the proprosecutor, and if the two of you can come to some sort of
Yes,
agreement.
that's on my
Great,
case.
so go outside here. The officer will take you to the office. We're gonna put you on the phone. Since you're here in person, he's on Zoom. We're gonna go ahead and put you on Zoom and you can take care of that. Mr. Fansel, you are so welcome to, yes, you are with you.
That's one of those Judge Slaven had to catch himself on what he was saying. You are so, yeah, you know what? Withdrawal accepted. You can withdraw from this case. You are so withdrawn from this case. He wanted to say something though. I really wish judges could just say how they felt and they didn't have to be, polite and, whatever. Because Judge Slaven would have said like, yeah, I agree with you. Withdraw the fuck away from this case. Get as far away from this as possible. All right. I think we're going back to Eric Martin now, and then we're going to finish up this guy. And yeah, this guy's story is not even close to being done. Eric Martin, like I said at the beginning, Eric Martin is not even the best part of this case. He is on the docket today, and he is number 2 to the rest of this guy's story. All right, let's finish with Eric Martin, and let's go to part 2.
You can withdraw in this case.
Thank you.
All right. So now. All right, Mr. Greco, Mr. Martin, this is case is 231510OT, People versus Eric Martin, case 23TA18605B, 231TA18605C, and then 231510. Okay, so that's there. All right, good. So, Mr. Greco, you had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Martin. Was there any resolution in this matter?
No, Your Honor, there was not a resolution. There was a plea offer that was made that was rejected by Mr. Martin. I then asked Mr. Martin if he wants I guess he wants a trial in the matter, and he would not, he indicated he wouldn't consent to the jurisdiction of this court, so.
Well, first off, you committed the crime in the city of Taylor. I have jurisdiction. Literally as simple as that. It's constitutional as can be, Mr. Martin. I explained it to you before. I've explained it to you on other occasions about jurisdiction. Your reading of jurisdiction or wherever you're getting this idea of how jurisdiction works is woefully wrong. We have constitutional jurisdiction. You committed a crime in the jurisdiction. We have jurisdiction. We have in persona jurisdiction over you. You availed yourself of the jurisdiction, and you're domiciled in Taylor as well. So there's literally every single reason to have jurisdiction. Now,
Paul, I actually thought this last night. So I was really late watching that second hearing of Chili, and I was waiting for people to put that face on their icon. And yeah, you're the first one I've seen. You're the first one I've seen. But it's like, if he, you know what? I'm not going to comment on it. I'm not going to comment on it. Not my channel. But yeah, good to see you, Paul. Good to see you.
So we're going for a jury trial. I'm going to mail out the date to set this for the jury trial.
Your Honor, if I might, Jeffrey Fianto. We were originally assigned to Mr. Martin, and I came in, you were talking to him, so I'm assuming that he has chosen to act as his own counsel.
That is correct.
Okay,
So, but since you're right here, let me just double check to see. Mr. Martin, just for confirmation, you do not want House counsel assisting you. Is that correct?
No, sure don't, because I don't waive my right to a Republican form of government, and no.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Make the record.
Sure.
Attorney to
All right. So we are going to get the date and time mailed out to you. You need to appear in person. In person, that means your body corporeally in this building, not on Zoom, not by any other means or anything like that. Physically, actually present in space and time here at the courthouse. All right? That's what in person means. So we'll see you in person for the jury trial. You'll be getting notice in the mail. You'll get notice in the mail, sir.
I heard you, but I want to say.
Oh, I absolutely love it when Judge Slaven hangs up on people. I do. It just kicks them out. Just kicks them out. Like your hearing's done. Bye. Now, just for the record, on the record, below the record, all around the record, and inside the record, I will say, when I interviewed Judge Slaven for the first time, and I was, he gave me his Zoom access code, and I zoomed into his room, in his courtroom. The second the interview was done, he kicked me out instantly. He kicked me out. So that's what he does. Is like he ends hearings. He just removes the parties. Probably for a lot of reasons, mostly for the protection of the parties. If you forget to disconnect and you say something, I understand that. But he does it to everybody. But it's funny when you see it happen in the middle of someone talking. All right. We're going to go to part 2 of the pro se. I got to load. I don't have to load it up. It's right here. All right. Part 2 of the pro se. Eric Martin is finished. If you guys are here just to watch Eric Martin, his case is finished. He got hung up on. We're going back to the pro se guy. All right. And yeah, I didn't edit this video really well, so I will be jumping around just so everyone knows. All right, let's go.
Judge, we're back in the main session. I haven't been able to come up with a resolution for Mr. Turner's case.
That's because he's giving me the poor options possible. Again, I have evidence showing that I was not driving my vehicle. Just because my car was parked at the bar does not mean I was driving. That's also called designated drivers or people who are in your vehicle. They could have left the scene. They wasn't present when I pulled up there or while I got there. They were present while I was standing outside the bank. My car was still on, and I told
Mr. Turner, you're back in the main session. You're not in the breakout room with Mr. Greco.
I know, because they're trying to prolong this process after violating my civil rights. They have no reason to even keep me in this trial process.
Two questions, sir. These are yes or no questions. One, we're going to set this for a trial. Yes?
This is the trial. And the deal was he was going to drop the four tickets.
No, the trial is not today, sir. The trial is not today. If you want a jury trial,
The resolution that was given to me was he was going to drop the court ticket.
Sir, do you want a
I don't want
jury
to try.
trial?
I want to cancel. I want to handle this matter as soon as possible. I don't want to prolong this situation at all.
Okay,
And this
so
is
do
what guys
you
are
want,
doing.
it's a yes or no, it's a yes or no question. Do you want a jury trial? You have a constitutional right to a trial by jury. Do you want the jury trial?
I want a resolution today. And as far as the deal that's been in place,
Well, there's not
on
going to be
the
a
table-
resolution today because you have a right to a jury trial. Would you like a jury trial? Yes or no?
Why can't I accept the deal? Why can't I accept the deal? What's
You
up
can,
with that?
Willard, you can accept the original deal if that's what you want to do on the driving while license suspended.
The deal was
Ooh. Prosecutor's getting frustrated in this one. Yeah. Judge Slaven's already frustrated, and the prosecutor's like, I'm going to take a little heat off Judge Slaven right now. And he spoke up over Judge Slaven. That doesn't happen very often. He's like, no, this is the deal. It gets interesting.
all 4 tickets are dropped, right? That's including the bank incident. So if that's the case, then why won't they release my car? They got the price of my vehicle at sky high, and I can't afford that because I have documentation.
Your Honor, he
that
won't
I am home.
accept. A deal has been offered.
That's not what I'm saying. You're trying to dispute what I'm saying. I'm trying to address the deal, because if that's going to be the complete I accept, why can't my vehicle be released? Because they had no reason to tow it. I
All right,
wasn't
so
driving.
so there seems to be a confusion as to whether or not you are accepting the deal and whether or not you agree to the deal. And I want to make sure that you understand the deal. So just Mr. Greco, what is the offer that was made to Mr. Turner?
He can plead guilty to driving while license suspended, the 2024 or the -0067-OT case, dismiss the other charges. And that's what's been presented to him before and what's presented to him today.
All right, so Mr. Turner, just so you understand, and that includes the civil infractions, Mr. Greco?
That's correct, Your Honor, to resolve.
All right, so Mr. Turner, there's 2 civil infractions, no plates, no proof of insurance. Both of those would be dismissed. There is a driving on a suspended license from 2023 misdemeanor, that would be dismissed. The disturbing the public would be dismissed. The disturbing the peace would be dismissed. The misdemeanor for unregistered vehicle would be dismissed. The civil infraction for no proof of insurance from a different time would be dismissed. And then you would plead guilty to driving on a suspended license. So you'd be pleading guilty to 1 charge, 1 misdemeanor, that's punishable by 93 days in jail and or up to $500 in fines. That's up to.
Caleb, thank you so much for the super chat. And I don't know if I said thank you for your last super chat. Thank you so much. This was your first one. I brought it up. I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you so much for your super chats. And Kayla, no spoilers. I know you watched this already. No spoilers. But thank you for the super chat.
2, I'm just telling you what the maximums are. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases would be dismissed. Are you accepting? Do you understand that offer?
Why is there jail time if I plead to not drive my license?
Mr. Turner.
I have a question.
I'm trying to explain that question to you. It is my job when I tell somebody what the deal is to give you what the maximum possible penalties are under that criminal statute. That doesn't mean that. I'm just making you aware.
I totally understand that, but what I'm asking is, okay, I presented if you don't have income, if you're not working, and unemployment is playing with your money, leaving you in a hardship where you don't have income, those things require income. And the context of those tickets that I got, my car was totaled. Someone was speeding in a residential area and totaled my car, right? The officer issued 2 tickets. That one was stating that I was impeding traffic, and the other one said that my insurance was expired. I didn't have the money to renew my insurance, so this cop gave me 2 tickets that suspended my license. I had filed a complaint with the city council in Underley Park. I also filed a complaint with their police station about the officer. Their officer is no longer on the force, but the judge who was responsible for hearing my complaint, as far as when I wrote them a letter, he did not dismiss the charges, which affected my license. I am trying to survive. That vehicle was my residence, sir.
Sure.
Where's the compassion?
What I'm saying is this. I need to know, because today I'm doing one of two things. You guys can come to some sort of resolution, or I administratively need to get this case set up for the next step. And the next step would be the trial stage. So did you understand the deal that you would be pleading guilty to 1 count and 7 counts would all be dismissed? Do you understand that part? Okay. All right. So this is just yes or no. Is it just yes or no? Sir, this is just yes or no. All right. So I just want to go piece by piece to make sure you understand everything that we're talking about here, that's been offered to you.
Yeah,
secondly, do you understand that the one case that you would be pleading guilty to is a misdemeanor? And under Michigan statute, for this particular misdemeanor, the possible maximum penalty is 93 days in jail and or up to $500 in fines. Do you understand that?
Right, but that's the problem, because I'm living in a hardship. I don't have a home, and that was the only place I had to resort to. So, like, you're trying to sit there and punish an homeless, trying to survive.
I'm not punishing anybody. I didn't say, sir, stop. I didn't punish anybody. I didn't punish anybody. Sir, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court if you keep cutting me off. I'm literally trying to inform you as well as I possibly can of everything, the totality of everything that's happening here today for you, and giving you every option to make an informed decision. All I'm telling you, and I'm not saying that this is your sentence or will be your sentence. You haven't even pled guilty yet. I'm just telling you what the maximum possible penalties are for this particular crime that's in the offer that you would be pleading guilty to. So, in order to plead guilty, you would waive your right to a trial by judge or by jury, the right to call witnesses, cross-examine witnesses, the right to be.
Yeah. Victoria, I don't agree with everyone always saying hold him in contempt because he's talking over people or he shows a little aggression. I don't agree with that. And I've talked to Judge Slaven about it. I've asked him that question before and he's answered it. He is very patient with this guy. And this is for, maybe the one time I think that he should have pulled the trigger on holding this guy in contempt. He is extremely rude, talking over him. I mean, he's angry, right? He's angry. He's in court for something he doesn't think he did wrong. I mean, just the facts of the case. He tells you the facts of the case. You know everything about everything this guy did wrong by the time this video is over. All right, let's go.
Witness for yourself, or in the alternative, the right to remain silent, not have that silence used against you. Do you understand those constitutional rights?
Yeah, but my constitutional rights were violated because they didn't catch me driving my car. They went off a hearsay and they detained me. How is it fair to me?
This is not the trial. I'm just asking you, I'm just ascertaining what you are aware of and what you are not aware of. Okay? So if you were in a predicament, if they wouldn't have legally detained me. Mr. Turner, if you were to take this plea, if you were to take that offer, that deal that they gave to you, you would have to waive the constitutional rights and because there would not be a trial of any kind. Do you understand that part?
Yeah, and that's not fair. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking you, like, how is this fair to me? Because they legally detained me. So so what you're saying is you're saying that none of this is fair and the offer is not fair. The other option is not fair. The other option is I set up for trial. Would you like a jury trial of your peers? But then that means I have to wait a whole nother month, right? With stress.
I don't know when that date is.
She's already set for May 7th.
They still have my car.
You're already set. It's already set. Mr. Turner, the jury date is already set for May 7th. I have to have the opportunity to bring people in there, and you have a constitutional right to have them come in. We do voir dire. Where you get to ask the questions of the jury when we're picking the jury. You get to participate in all of that. That's why I asked if you wanted house counsel, because the house counsel could assist you with that. You have studied that yourself, and you claim that you do know that stuff. So, and that's fine. You have a right to represent yourself as well. And I'm not going to take that away from you. I'm just saying there's only two options. I'm not going to just
Why
dismiss
is
the
that?
case.
But my
So
question is, okay,
here's the thing. They have a deal that they offered you. I think you understand
this
every
is not a
single.
deal, Your Honor. They illegally
Okay,
detained me
then
for no
we're going to set
reason.
it for trial. Then we already have it set for trial. We're going to
I
have the trial
haven't
on
made my
May
decision.
7th.
I'm trying to get you to understand. It's like, how can you sit there and undermine
Sure,
the
that's
non-
anything you want to testify to, you have the opportunity to do that at trial. You do have the right to remain silent.
They
but you
had
also
camera
have
footage
the
closed
ability.
doors, detained
All right, sir,
in jail.
so-
They lied and said I was suicidal, and then they want to give me this the
Sir-
best deal. My car's still in the impound. What about my vehicle?
Sir, you are going to have a trial on May 7th. At that time, I will swear you in. If you want to testify, you have every right to testify. You can be a witness for yourself. You also have the
But
right
I
to
haven't
remain
made my
silent.
decision. I'm asking you a question.
Okay, so the decision, you haven't made the decision for what? Whether you're going to take this deal or whether you want a jury trial. That's the only two options.
Yeah,
Which one
I
is
haven't
it?
made a decision on anything, but you guys are trying to force my hand, just like how they forcibly took me and detained me, and they had me butt naked saying I was suicidal. But yet I'm still.
I'm not forcing you to do anything, sir. I need you to answer the question because I have other cases to do. So do you want the jury trial or do you want to take their deal? That's the only two options we have today.
But if I plead guilty, that means now I have a misdemeanor on my file.
That would be
When I
correct.
did
That is a correct assertion.
So you dirty my name with a legal detainment. And
All right, so
you
sir,
no
I'm gonna listen. You're here in the building on the phone. It's hard for me to hear you. Just hang up and come right in my courtroom because it's just gonna be a lot easier to actually hear you. I can't. The phones are good, but not. My hearing is just not the greatest. So just hang on 1 second.
All right, he walks into the court. He is there in person. This is why you can't see him. And if you guys are late joining in,
All right, Mr.
Judge
Chairman,
Slaven,
just pray in here because my hearing's not real good. So I just want to.
that was fast. That was fast. So he's in like the next room over because he was talking to the prosecutor because he was there in person. So they put him in a conference room so he talked to the prosecutor. So that's where he was calling in from, and he was literally right next door. Surprised we didn't hear an echo from all the yelling he's been doing. All right. There's still a lot more. We're not even halfway through this. There's a lot more yelling. All right, let's go.
Make sure I'm recording. So the what I'm asking is this. Today they had offered you a deal. You're more than welcome to take it if you like to. If you don't think it's a good deal, then don't take the deal. That's entirely up to you. No one's forcing you. I'm not.
I have a clean history.
Stop interrupting me. Stop huffing too. Listen, I'm literally trying to explain to you what your options are, and just
and I'm aware of.
And you pick. Okay, so you're aware of.
You're not giving me good options though, because you already violated my rights.
I'm not violating any of your rights, sir. I'm asking you, do you want a jury trial or do you want to take their deal? That's the two options that I have today.
And I can't negotiate. I can't renegotiate the deal. Like you guys.
Oh, you were in there. You were. It's not between me. I'm not part of the deal. I'm just the guy who adjudicates everything. The two parties are the ones who talk about the deal. And you had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Greco.
And I'm asking you, do you feel this is fair? That's not for me to call. It's your case. I can't tell you what to do. When I'm wearing these robes, it's like being a referee. I can call the whistle, blow a whistle, throw a flag, but I can't give legal advice to either side. If Mr. Greco had a question about your case, he'd say, Judge, what do you think I should charge? No, that's on you, man. That's your job constitutionally. There has to be a separation of powers. Is this been recorded? Are you documenting all this?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
There has to be a separation of powers. I can't tell him what to charge. I can't tell the police department what to charge. They're the executive branch. But you're going to sue me for civil rights violation?
You're assigned whoever is responsible for violating my rights because you're overseeing this. It's before you first, right? And I just
it's before me because I have
right. And I just told you, which I have.
You have two options. Would you like to do a trial or would you like to take the force me to stop interrupting? Seriously, stop interrupting.
See, I paid. Okay.
No, because you can't interrupt me because I'm asking you a question. I need an answer to.
I already gave you several answers. I asked you a question.
So we're going to set this for a jury trial.
That's not what I want. I'm asking you, how do you feel this is a fair deal to me?
Right to.
It's my constitutional right to not go to jail, but they detained me illegally.
And this is not the time and place to argue that.
How is it not?
It is my constitutional right not to go to jail. That's I don't even know where to even. How do you even start with that? It's my constitutional right not to go to jail. Yeah, that's not true because in the Constitution, well, actually, the Constitution doesn't say what you're going to jail for. Constitution gives you rights. It doesn't say you're going to jail. But the Constitution doesn't say you're not going to jail. So that statement was just dumb. It was dumb. This guy's trying. He's angry. I've said it multiple times. I'm not going to say that this guy is not intelligent. He seems to have a little bit of understanding of the law. Just, he needs to stop talking and listen. Judge Slaven is trying to help him. Judge Slaven is going way above what he needs to do in this case. He could have just held him in contempt for over talking him. What are we on, like 42 times now? 42 times he's interrupted Judge Slaven. I'm just going to say this. This guy's lucky this is Judge Slaven's first day back in a week. So otherwise, he might not have all the patience that he has right now. I wouldn't. I would have lost my patience. I think most people in the chat would. I see a lot of contempt. All right. Let's go.
You got me standing here.
We're not at trial.
Wasting my time.
Listen,
when these charges should even be put on me in the first place.
No, you have 3 seconds to stop interrupting me, or I'm going to hold you in contempt. You have a constitutional right to testify at trial under oath, where you are subject to cross-examination. This is not the trial. The witnesses aren't here. This isn't the trial. This is merely just an opportunity for you, the prosecutor, if you want to talk because you're representing yourself. Your attorney wouldn't talk with him, but you're representing yourself. So you had the opportunity to talk. Did you make a counteroffer back? I'm assuming you talked in there.
I didn't get a chance to be hung up. That's the point. You guys continue to violate on rights.
It's not you guys, because you keep lumping.
You're part of that.
You are again interrupting me. I'm not part of it.
So I can't talk ever. I'll let you talk, but every time I have something to say,
I'm not part of them. I'm not part of them.
Conflicted about your morality.
I'm not part of them.
Use the law to
please take the
stifle my
into custody.
Let's go.
Listen, you want to
this is not fair.
Question? Hang on 1 second. Do you want to answer my question? Do you want a jury trial, or do you want to take their?
I don't know if you guys heard that with all the over talking. Judge Slaven did just say, please take this man into custody. That definitely just happened. It just happened. Please take this man into custody. We'll see. There's still 15 minutes left of this. Is he going to stay in custody, or is he going to calm down? Let's go.
Deal. That's the only thing I have to offer you today. There's nothing more that I can do, because this is not the day for the trial. Nobody's here under oath. You have every single right to testify under oath at trial if you want to, but this is not the trial. So would you like a jury trial, which is already set for May 7th, or do you want to take the offer that they gave you? That's the only options you have. You keep lumping me in with them. I'm a judicial branch.
And my question is, why is that
Why
I don't have a right to negotiate the offer and include what I actually feel is fair? I didn't get a chance to.
Stop talking, man. Stop talking. Just stop talking. You will walk away if you stop talking. Relax. Stop talking. Listen to what the judge is saying. Stop over talking him. Again, how is this guy more entertaining than Eric Martin, the SovCit that we've been following on this channel for months now? On the same docket, you overtook Eric Martin as the most entertaining person on Judge Slaven's docket today. You deserve a round of applause for this. Stop talking. Judge Slaven does not want to take you to jail. He hates holding people in contempt. He has said that before. Go back and watch the interviews when I asked him about how he feels about holding people in contempt. He absolutely hates it. Calm down, man. You got this. You can be angry. You can be frustrated. Take a breath. Listen. Answer the questions. You will walk away a free man. If you don't, you're gonna stay in those handcuffs. I really wish we saw this guy in handcuffs right now. I wish we could see the gallery or whatever where this guy's standing right now.
Even vocalize that. They just dismiss me even bringing to the attention that they illegally detained me. So why can I negotiate the deal?
So Mr. Greco.
And then you got
Mr.
Hang
on a second. Mr. Greco. Mr. Turner is here, and he says that he did not get a chance to give you his counter offer. So go ahead and give him your counter offer. What is your counter offer?
I have the right to sue because they illegally.
Listen, this is not a counter offer. What is your counter offer?
If I accept the deal, right, I want it to be all time served, that ticket drop as well, because I have proof that I am homeless. Number one.
Yeah, Bruce. You need to go listen to his answer to the question. I misspoke. Judge Slaven didn't say I hate holding people in contempt. What he said was, I'm going to try to rephrase this as best I can because this happened probably. I mean, we're in April now. This was the first week of January, so this happened 3 months ago. He said taking away someone's freedom is a very hard decision to make. Generally, when he holds people in contempt is when the person is interfering with everybody else's right to have their day in court. If this guy is the only guy that's in court, it's going to be very hard for him to cross the line of interfering with other people in court. But at this point, he's interfering with the entire court process. So, yeah, I misspoke. Judge Slaven did not say I hate holding people in contempt. He did not say that. He just said it's difficult because he doesn't like taking people's freedom away unless they interfere with other people and their ability to have their day in court. So he's crossed that line. But there we go. Hopefully that helped that, Bruce.
And two, the officer did not catch me driving. I was in the facility and my car was there started. That doesn't mean I was driving my car because he can drive you and utilize your car. He had no proof of me driving a vehicle at all.
Listen,
and then
you're getting into the facts of the case.
Right. Can I talk? This is about
It's not an offer.
It is. It's, you said I can negotiate the deal, right? I'm trying to negotiate.
This
the
isn't
deal.
negotiating.
I have evidence showing my innocence.
They say that you're going to drop 7 cases and you plead guilty to 1. What is your
Right.
counteroffer? What is your counteroffer?
I don't sue.
That's not even a counteroffer. I'm talking
It is
about
because I have proof.
not for this case. I don't have jurisdiction over that because that would be depending on how much you're asking for. That would be in circuit court downtown.
Right, which is next. This
So,
is tying up my
that's
time.
great. Go there. But what I'm saying is, this case is just a criminal case that's in front of me, and they're offering.
Right, they're trying to portray it as a criminal,
to
and I'm
drop
not.
7 cases, and you plead guilty to 1. What is your counteroffer to that?
And but it's like this is not.
All right, so is that your counteroffer? Is that you won't sue if they do what? Drop all the cases, or
If I plead guilty because my license is suspended, so I can take responsibility and accountability that my fact of the matter is my license is suspended. But again, it was because a cop gave me 4 tickets. My car got totaled.
I understand what you're saying. So what
And
you're
I had
saying
the money
is,
to get it together.
I just want to understand so I can make sure Mr. Greco understands. Your counteroffer is that you would plead guilty to the driving while license is suspended, but you want the fines and costs waived and no jail time, and you won't sue. That's what you're
Exactly, because I can take responsibility.
Mr. Greco.
And I didn't do nothing wrong.
I'm just trying to
But
make sure that
Can
everybody's
you
on the
include the
same
fact that I
page.
provided evidence of my hardship? There's a homeless.
I would have taken all that into consideration anyway during sentencing, because that's what I do. And if you don't ask me, ask anybody. I waive fines and costs all the time for people who are in financial hardship, because they can't control that the universe just took away all their money. And there's actually an ability to pay schedule and formula that I look at every single case. I don't just feel like $500. It's not my job. It's not my job to make money for the city. It's about justice for each case. And that's what I look at. So, Mr. Greco, just so the people have an understanding of Mr. Turner. Mr. Turner has offered, and I just want to make sure what I have in front of me, that there's a meeting of the minds. Both parties have come to the same exact understanding of what the resolution is. Mr. Turner has agreed that he would plead guilty to the driving while license suspended on the 240067 case. The other matters being dismissed, just as you had stated. And he's asking if the fines and costs could be waived due to the fact that he's homeless, and any time served would be given credit for because you were arrested the original day.
On January 18th.
So there would be 1 day so he'd be getting 1 day of jail with credit for the 1 day served. As to that, not really a counter offer, but slight variation on the offer. So you guys are pretty close anyway. As to do the people accept that as the offer on the table today?
With his acquiescence to a full release with respect to no lawsuit, I think he put on there.
That's correct. I didn't say that part because he had said it. That you're not suing. You had stated that you're not going to sue.
Can you include the vehicle? Because all my
What's that?
belongings is in here. I don't have the money to get my belongings out of my
I didn't hear what you
vehicle.
said about the vehicle.
Can you include my vehicle?
The vehicle, where is the vehicle now?
Area towing.
At area towing?
Yes, thank you so much, Sly, for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, and welcome to all the new members. Members Only Monday. Go check out last night's Members Only Monday. It was a lot of fun. Heather joined me on stream. She actually took over the stream for a little bit as an April Fool's joke. It was fun. It was fun. Also, Ronald, thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Again, go check out the Members Only Mondays. We have a lot of fun there. It's like our own little space, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So go watch them if you just became a member or just got a member. The Members Only Mondays are a lot of fun. How many times can I say a lot of fun? All right, let's keep going. Judge Slaven, you're killing it.
Your Honor, if I may, he does. I think the court has a form. The court has a form downstairs for him to file a motion with the court to appeal any impoundment fees. I mean, because that's really going to be him and area towing. But there is a form for him to fill out.
We the people. I've been looking for your email. You haven't sent me one. You said twice that you sent me an email. I don't have it. Just so you're aware, I'm not ignoring you. I don't have it. I've checked my spam folder and everything. Just so you're aware, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't have anything from you.
Okay. So there's a form so I can't.
It's like a motion. It's like a motion hearing.
That's a separate civil case under the statutes. So I can't really include it into yours because this isn't about you guys. There's a different party who I can't make a party to your guys' contract. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you owed somebody money, I can't say Officer Frisky will pay it if you don't. So you're like, I'm not even in. So I can't say what area towing can or can't do. There is a form that you can file.
Heather, welcome. How are you doing? Hopefully your workday is going well. We got some good Judge Slaven content, so you knew I had to go live. Also, while I'm paused, I might not be live later tonight. Hopefully I will be. We're about to get some crazy storms. Now they keep pushing them back. So I got the first weather alert last night while I was live on the members only, and I thought it was going to happen overnight. And then when I woke up this morning, it was pushed back till right about now. So we're about to get some crazy storms here. I have a video ready to release if I'm not going to be live tonight. So it might just be a video. But if I'm not live tonight and it's just a video, it's because I don't have power. Yeah. Crazy storms. Crazy storms about to hit Ohio. All right, Heather, good to see you. Good to see you. Love you.
Downstairs for the return of the vehicle. And we'll handle that case on that case. So
if I understand, Your Honor, the counteroffer is that he'll plead guilty to the 2024 driving while license suspended. He'll do this if there is an agreement that there is a waiver of fines and costs we could do time served on the time that he had indicated that he's in custody, with a waiver and release of any civil litigation in the matter, and we can be done.
All right, so with regard to the waiver and release, is that something that we're just going to do on the record, or did you want to send something here because he's here and I don't want him to have to take another day to come here?
I have a very simple form that I can email to the judge's clerk and be done.
Okay, so do you have so how much time you got? Like 20 minutes or less?
I can get it to you in 5 minutes.
Okay. So in 5 minutes, let me recall this case because I want you to be able to look at that form that says basically it's the standard. I agree that I'm not going to sue type thing, but I don't want to put it on the record until you've seen it. So he's going to email that. Ronnie, when that comes in, just going to just hit print, and then we'll have Mr. Turner look at that. So Mr. Turner, if you want to just have a seat in the gallery, and I'll recall your case because I want you to be able to look at that.
And I'll work on it for 1 minute and get it over to Ronnie.
All right, very good, sir. Thank you.
All right, again, probably something I should have edited out, but you're just watching me fast forward. It's fine. No big deal.
I'm going to make sure that Mr. Turner.
But But you can see how I skim through videos really quickly. I'm getting really good at that.
All right, Judge, I just emailed a copy to your staff.
Yeah, Miss Hancock stated that just came in, so she's going to print that. I'm going to make sure that Mr. Turner has a chance to read that. Mr. Panto, I'm going to ask, you're not representing him. Actually, you know what? Have Mr. Turner, Officer Kemp, have Mr. Turner come in. I'm going to ask if he'd like for you to look at it for him, just to. All right, no worries.
And Judge, I'm just going to step away just for a moment.
Sure, I'm just, Mr. Turner's coming in now. I'm going to recall the case.
With the people, that's awesome. Be you. That's the best advice I can give you for starting up a channel. Just be you. If you like rapping and that's part of who you are, do it. Just be you. And don't take the criticism too hard in the comment section. Comments can be really rough. Just don't take them too hard. It's important to read them. Just don't respond. You don't have to respond, but read them, see how people feel. But yeah, don't respond. My advice for a new up and coming channel.
240067 O'Key et al. People of the City Taylor versus Willard Turner.
Oh, something else I should have fast forwarded. Let's go.
With
Here we go.
Like,
Sorry.
I'm trying to say that was separate incidents, which is how when they were all during that situation, that's how they got that part in the first place.
It wasn't necessarily no sound. It was they weren't talking because they were waiting. Yeah, it should have. Again, I clipped this. I didn't edit it thoroughly. Well, I didn't edit it at all. I just clipped. Anyways, let's go. We got the end of this. There's only a few minutes left of this. You guys are all awesome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Again, I may not be live tonight. I'm going to try. There's a good chance I'm not going to have power. Let's just say that. But I will be releasing videos regardless because I have some uploaded. And yeah. All right. You guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. I'm not going to say I'm going to play it out yet because there's still like 8 minutes left of this. So chances are I'm going to pause it at least 42 more times.
because the cops called them to tow it. But if that's not gonna release my vehicle, then it's like that.
No, this release doesn't include your vehicle. That's between you and area towing. Like I said, area towing is not here. They can't be a party to this agreement because they're a third
So why
party.
was they called when they arrested me?
They were just performing a civil duty that they're contracted with the city to do. That's all.
But that makes no sense. If they're not.
Oh, listen, it does make sense. If you get hit by a car, they'd send an ambulance. The ambulance would take you to the hospital, and guess what? The ambulance company would send you to the ambulance. Stop interrupting me. I've been so patient with you, sir, and you just keep interrupting me. You somehow think that talking over top of me will somehow just change the situation. It's not. If the ambulance picks you up at an accident, takes you to the hospital, guess what? The ambulance is going to send you a bill for taking you to the hospital. Either your insurance pays for it, and if it doesn't, you don't have insurance, then guess what? You're on the hook for paying for it. Why? Because they took you to the hospital and helped you out. Area towing is just like an ambulance. They showed up. I don't know. There's some kind of situation. There's a car where it shouldn't be. All right, that's our job with the city. They take it. Now, if you think that they wrongfully took it, that's what that hearing over there is for. But area towing is not here today. And I'm not going to get into the car situation with you because area towing is not here, because they're going to say, no, we did have a right to take a car. And you're going to say, no, you didn't have a right to take a car. And then I'll make my decision. I'll listen to all the facts. That's not, but what you have in front of you is about the criminal matters, not about that, not about the car. So you gave Mr. Greco your counteroffer. He sent the release form right there. And
Thank you so much, Dennis. I appreciate the $10 super chat for one more unnecessary pause. Yes, that was unnecessary, and it was perfect timing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I have no problem with waiving the fines and costs due to your hardship and accepting the fact that you already served 1 day in jail, and that's fine. So basically, are you signing that and taking that deal, or are we setting it for the jury trial on May 7th? That's the question right now.
I want to make sure that my car is released to me. If the car is released to me,
again,
problem.
Okay, then we're setting it for jury trial May 7th.
But I didn't say I didn't want it.
I'm choosing because you're obviously not doing that. So there's only two
Because
options.
it doesn't reassure me my bill.
You stated on the record that you had no intention of suing them if you accept your offer and your counter.
My offer was including the vehicle. That's
It
why
doesn't include the vehicle because area towing's not here. Area towing is not part of the plea agreement because they are a third party, a separate party. That'd be like me and my administrative assistant, Miss Hancock, coming up with an agreement. And in the agreement is like, hey, Ronnie, if I don't pay you the money that I owe you, you know what? I'll get Mr. Turner to pay it. You'd be like, hold up, I'm not even part of that contract. That's literally
because they wanted them to take my car, but they had
they're not part of the contract, sir. They're not part of the plea agreement. So are you either accepting the plea agreement as you modified it and Mr. Greco accepted it, or we're having the May 7th jury trial? So which is it? You got three.
Did you get one? Did you get one? Hopefully you got one. Hopefully you got one. I just realized it is now the 2nd of the month, so I have 10 for gifted memberships to give. So I generally gift 5 on the 1st and then 5 on the 15th. So hopefully you got one of those, and then also Sly gifted one. Out of those 6, please tell me, because I can't see it on my side. StreamYard does not let me see who received the gifted memberships. Did you please? I'm gonna keep it paused until I see a message saying that you received one. Yay! Perfect. Ask and you shall receive. You know what? Worst thing that's going to happen is it's not going to happen. But you ask and it happened. Good job. Good job. I don't know why I said good job. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to let this play out. Now. You guys are all awesome. There's only 2 minutes left of this. Have a great night, everybody. Hopefully, I'll see you guys later. Like I said, there is some nasty weather headed my way. They're expecting tornadoes in the area. And yeah, I'm right in the middle of it. So could happen, couldn't happen, no idea. Generally, when predictive weather happens to me as a person, it gets blown away somewhere else, but you never know. Anyways, you guys are all awesome. Thank you for hanging out. If you haven't done it already, please hit the like button. It really helps. Hit the subscribe button. It helps even more. And if you haven't done your jump kick backflips, do your cardio today. Get yourself in shape. It's good. It makes you feel better. All right. Until next time. Bye.
3 seconds to fight, because you've read through it all. We've had half an hour to look at it, and I answered every single question without giving you any legal advice that I possibly could. So which one are we doing? You
I
signing
move my property out the car. He said, if I can get all my stuff out the car.
that's between you and area towing. It's not, they're not part of the criminal matter. That's a civil matter between them.
I'm gonna take my chances with the court.
Okay, so you're gonna, you want to go to the jury trial?
Yeah, because
Jury
that's,
trial.
that's.
All right, we'll see you at the jury trial. It's May 7th. Make sure you're here, sir. Mr. Greco, I'm going to place the copy that Ms. Sankai.
Oh, I actually have to load my outro. So I have to pause it one more time. All right, I'm going to load my outro. Hold on. Yeah, the video's over. But because that was a part 2, something that I wasn't prepared for. Let's see. All right, outro loading now. You guys are awesome. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe. Be awesome. I appreciate every one of you. Bye.